Good morning, traders. Welcome to the market caller for this midweek. Today being the 25th of June 2025. We're excited to have everyone here. I'm going to be proceeding with today's market caller as we take a look at the dollar index, and then we'll be looking at one or two other dollar-related currencies. GBP, JPY, and Euro JPY. Okay, so we're going to be taking a quick look at these two, and then we will be proceeding with looking at gold against the dollar and then the yen pairs. Okay, so these are the things we're going to be looking at for today during our market color session. Starting out with the dollar index, we're looking at the dollar index on the daily time frame right now, and as you can see, the dollar index is still making its way to the downside. So we already established that we have a clear downtrend for the dollar index. We've seen some pretty good retracements to the upside, and down price is resuming to the downside, which is where we anticipate it to keep going. So we're seeing the dollar index right now somewhere around 975 region. We're expecting it to keep going even lower than this place that it has established a base. So looking at it from the weekly time frame, let's look out for the places we're expecting it to get to. So if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we said we wanted to see price here. Now the next target for price will be somewhere around here, 94.500 region. So since it has taken out 95.500, we're expecting it to go to 94.500. So, okay, that's not taking out 95 yet. It is at 97.500. So we're expecting the next place to be somewhere around 94.500. Okay, so this is where we're expecting the dollar index to trade to. So for today, looking at the 1 hour time frame, you can see that price has returned to this block here. It may engineer another move to the downside. Let's also not forget that we have a volume gap here. So if for any reason you see price getting to the upside, then you know that this is the target. Okay, so let's just mark this out and be taking a good look at it. So while that is happening, we're expecting sales to the downside from where price currently is. But if for any reason price further pushes to the upside, then we will be expecting a move to fill this place and then sell to the downside. Because if you have looked at the price action in most recent times, you can see from the farthest point we can look at on the chart, look at where price created a volume gap, and then a day or 2 days later, it filled it up. It created a volume gap right here, and then that same day, it filled it up. You can see another one here. It created a volume gap right here. 2 days later, filled it up. Another one was created right here. That same day, it filled it up. This other one, after it was created, that same day, it filled it up. So we might see the dollar index give a deeper retracement from where price currently is. In case that retracement starts, you can now flip this level right here to now target where price is going to. So you can see that price would most likely be coming to this region right here, if at all there's any retracement. So this is one potential target of the retracement, and then the next target for retracement is somewhere around here. So I'm looking to see if price starts to retrace, that is the dollar index now starts to retrace. If this current order block does not hold price, let me mark it out. Yeah, so if this current order block do not hold price from where it is right now to the downside, then we might be seeing further retracements to the upside all the way here, here, or here. So either of these three places could now engineer a sell to the downside. So we'll be looking at this. I'll be looking forward to taking sells of the dollar from here. But if I see that my sell is stopping me out of the sell, then I know that these are the targets. Then I'll switch my bias to a short-term buy into these places. Now let's look at how this affects dollar, the euro, and the Great British pound against the dollar. Now looking at the euro, you can see that we've clearly established an uptrend for the past couple of months now. Since January till now, you can see that that uptrend has been very clear. And for the intraday analysis, let's look at for what we are expecting to see. Let's take this off. So looking at what we're expecting to see on the daily time frame of 24-hour time frame of the dollar index of sorry, I beg your pardon, of Euro USD. Now we can see that it is already creating a retracement structure. If you look at it on the 1 hour time frame, you see that it's creating a structure that looks like it wants to retrace. Now, I'm expecting that if it's going to retrace, I'm looking forward to seeing Euro USD to either of these two places. Either of these two places. So either here, which is 1.15438 or 1.15200. So these are the two places I'm expecting a Euro USD sell to. So I'm looking forward to a bearish Euro USD for the remaining part of this week, all the way to either here or here. Okay, so these are the two things that I'm looking out for on Euro USD. So this is what I want to see, or this. So these are the two things I'm looking out for on Euro USD. So let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame to see any possible trade setup for today. Now on Euro USD, look, this is one place I'll be looking to sell from. Okay, so when price retraces into this fair value gap and this other block, this previous breaker block residing right here, I'll be looking to sell Euro USD from here all the way to the downside. So this is where I'm looking to take a sell on Euro USD. I'm going to be sending that to the group after the analysis for today. So stop loss should be about 15 pips right above here. And then take profits, I'll be looking at somewhere here. Okay, so this is what I'm looking out for on Euro USD. So let's do 60 pips. So it's giving us 1:4. Okay, this is my play on Euro USD. I'm looking forward to seeing this play out today on Euro USD. So if you trade Euro USD, then let's look forward to this analysis together and wait for it to play out exactly as we've analyzed, and then we'll take advantage of it. Okay, now let's look at GBP USD quickly. Now for GBP USD, we've seen clearly that GBP USD has given us deep retracement and then it's back up. So we can take this out. That's fulfilled what it came to do. Now looking at GBP USD at this high, if the dollar index and Euro USD does what we are expecting it to do, then we'll be looking forward to a retracement on GBP USD. But then we've established a buy trend on GBP USD already from the weekly time frame, as you can see here. Now let's look at the 4 hour time frame for what we're expecting to happen once the retracement starts. Now, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, you can see that price looks to be weakening, but we want to be sure of the retracement first before we start looking for how we'll take advantage of it. But if that should play out clearly, then we will be looking forward to seeing GBP USD retrace all the way somewhere here. I can't draw the fib tool now and leave it permanently because I've not seen clear sign of retracement yet. Remember, this is a Fibonacci retracement tool. We use it to measure retracements. Okay, so when the retracement starts and this is the swing high, then this is where we're going to be looking out for. So for GBP USD, I'm not yet bearish yet, based on intraday analysis, but I just want to see it give me the structure to the downside before I start looking to sell. Unlike Euro USD that I'm looking to sell already, GBP USD is not yet ready for a sell. You can see what is going on here. There's not been any clear structure shift. And where structure shift is going to happen will be most likely here. Let me mark that out. So this is where we want to see a structure shift from, so that we would now measure the retracements. Okay. So if this happens, then we would be looking to see GBP USD sell all the way here. And that is going to be quite some decent amount of pips, which is about 80 pips if it should play out accordingly. So we can take that as an intraday trade if it should play out. So GBP USD, I'm not yet bearish. I'm just watching it right now. I'm sitting on my hands at this moment on GBP USD. Until it has shown me clear bearishness, then I'll be looking to take sell trades on GBP USD moving into the remaining part of the week. Okay, but until then, I'll just watch GBP USD and see what happens. But for Euro USD, we've established already that we're expecting a sell trend on Euro USD. All right, so let's move to gold against the dollar. Now for gold, if you're looking at it, let me clear this mess so it's clear for us now. Okay. All right, so this is good. Now for gold, I've maintained the bearish stand on gold, citing this 4-hour order block as my reference. You can see this place here. This is where I said we're looking to see gold trade to. If you see the previous markup that I just deleted, it was citing that we wanted to see gold trade into here and then sell off to the downside. And it has done just that. Right now, I'm expecting further sales. Sorry. I'm expecting further sales on gold to the downside. I want to see gold keep selling to the downside all the way to this level right here. Let me mark out the level so you see. Okay, this is the level where I want to see gold sell to. So that is 3151. I'm expecting to see gold sell all the way to 3151 level. All right, so for today's trade, let's look out for what we're expecting to see on gold today. Now, for today, I was expecting to see gold return to somewhere here so that we could take another round of sell. So I'm expecting a sell from gold anytime price gets to this place here. Then I'll be looking to sell gold to the downside. So my analysis for gold today is for a sell. But then before that, I would want to see a quick retracement and then a continuation of the sell. Now, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, marking this swing, seeing that retracement is clear, you see that this level I marked is a little shy away from 50%. So I'm looking to see gold trade all the way to this region here, and then I'll be selling it to the downside, okay? Now, like I said earlier, the bias for gold is for a sell. What we're seeing now is a retracement. And because you're not so early to the retracement, we might not be interested in taking it because in a few moments from now, gold may just tap this level and then start selling. If you measure, you see that the retracement is not so far away, and it could play a lot before it gets there. So if you are looking to jump in on the buy, it may just start selling from where it is. So it's a bit sketchy, and I would want us to be on the safe side instead of just rushing into the trade. So this is one place I want to see gold trade to, and then I'll be selling it. So today I'm waiting for gold to complete the retracement before I take a sell on it. So if gold doesn't complete the retracement, then I'll be sitting out on gold. But if it completes the retracement, then I will be taking a sell. And as usual, I would show you guys when it's getting to that position. I would send the markup on the market color group on Telegram. So if you're watching from YouTube and you're not on Telegram, please leave a comment and you'll be shown the link. Or you can even check the link in the description of the video while you're watching, and then you see the link to join the Telegram community. So make sure you do that so that you'll be seeing further updates from the market color after our analysis, okay? So back to the analysis. Now it's talking about gold. We said we wanted to see trade into these areas of interest before we take a sell, okay? So these are the levels I'm looking forward to seeing gold trade to before I take myself. So once it does that, I will share it on the market color group. Now for the yen basket, for those, especially for those who are interested in the yen, you can see that it has broken this level to the downside. So we're looking forward to seeing more buys on yen pairs compared to sells. Now, what we're expecting to happen is that I'm expecting to see the yen pairs take out this liquidity all the way here. Since it has started breaking structure, you can see all these liquidity points here. That's taking out this one. The next one I'm expecting is this guy, which is here. And it's capturing to the downside. So let's look at what we've been talking about since. So naturally, you are right to declare. So it has taken out this guy. This is the next place I want to see take out here. And then this is the next place. Okay, so I'm waiting to see the yen pair take out these levels, and then we'll be fully satisfied knowing that it has cleared all the liquidity regions, then it can resume the uptrend. So since it has taken out this first one, we're expecting this to be the next, okay? So for that reason, we're going to be looking bearish on the yen pairs at this moment. You can also notice that the last retracement, which is from here, let me take this off. Okay, from here to here, you can see that it retraced deeply into 61.8. Right now, it is strongly selling to the downside. So I'm expecting buys on GBP, JPY, and Euro JPY. Now let's take a look at those two, starting with GBP JPY and then Euro JPY. Okay, so looking at GBP JPY and Euro JPY, you can see that they're already GBP JPY is already pumping to the upside, and we're expecting it to continue in that light. We're expecting um, that's buy to continue. Now let's look out for what we're expecting to see today. For today, I'm expecting a quick retracement, seeing that price has just broken out of this consolidation place here. I'm expecting a quick retracement into this region and then a buy back up. So for GBP JPY, I'm expecting price to return to 197 spot 480. And once price gets there, I'll be taking my buy. So for GBP JPY, my bias is for a buy. I'm expecting a retracement and then a buy continuation to the upside. Same thing for Euro JPY. Even though Euro JPY has not gone that far, I'm expecting a retracement. Once I see that retracement on Euro JPY, I'll be taking my buy to the upside. So what we're just waiting for on Euro JPY is a retracement. Now you can see that GBP JPY is flying to the upside. Euro JPY is just stalling. That means GBP JPY's buy may not be long-lived, and then it's going to return before continuing the buy. So I'll wait for a retracement on these two guys, and then I'll continue my buy to the upside. You can see how this has been looking funny for the past couple of minutes now. So I would want to patiently wait and see my retracement and then a continuation to the upside. So for GBP JPY and Euro JPY, I'm expecting a buy to continue. But before then, I want to see a quick retracement to the downside, and then I'll continue to the upside. Same thing goes for USD JPY. This is where I'm expecting USD JPY to retrace to right here. Once it gives me this descent retracement all the way here, I'll be looking for a buy to the upside. Okay, so these are the things that I'm looking out for on the yen pairs, and then we'll be targeting all the way to deeply retrace this sell move. Okay, so let me show you that clearly. For USD JPY, I'm looking to see price trade all the way to this high, to take out this high here. Once it takes out that high, then we'll apply another analysis to it to see what could potentially happen afterwards. So this is where I'm looking out for on USD JPY. I'm looking for a buy all the way here, but I want to see a sell into this level and then a buy continuation to the upside. Okay, so I hope this analysis was helpful to you, and I hope you are able to make the most of your time here, and you have clear direction on where the market is potentially going for today. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone who has joined the market. Now, on the fundamental side of things, you can see that the US is trying to mediate a ceasefire talk between Israel and Iran. So far, that has not been going well, but they are quite optimistic that it's going to happen. So if they are being optimistic, let's watch and see what's going to happen. As you can see that it's taking a toll on US oil. US oil is already dropping, it's tanking seriously. So we're looking to see what is going to happen afterwards. So seeing that being the play, we might not be expecting chaotic movements in price right now until one party decides to go haywire. But until then, we're expecting the markets to be calm, because Trump is the kind of president that is very inclined towards geopolitics and its effect on the economy. So he wants to make sure everything is stabilized, and as much as possible that everyone makes money, because he's coming from a business background. So he's always pro money making system for any regime that is in place. So he wants everything to be at peace. He wants global peace as much as possible, even though they will make money when there is war. But based on the economic side of things, there might be some serious losses that they are not willing to acquire at the moment. So to acquire at the moment. So they would want to make sure that there is peace across board, and then show themselves as world power or world leaders by mediating peace between these two warring countries. So that is for the fundamental side of things. We are seeing that gold has been stable. Gold is not rallying to the upside, unlike previous geopolitical conflicts or geopolitical tensions that we've had previously. We're also seeing US oil being stable, and right now it's even tanking at the moment. So we're trying to see what is a possible play for them. Sometimes they might be mediating this piece so that the oil prices are going to go down, then they are going to buy it when it is cheaper, as a means of trying to help these economies, especially Iran now that has been at war. They are going to be needing some funds to be able to recover the losses they've gotten during the war. So for that reason, they might be willing to sell their oil very cheap. And most countries will want to take advantage of them to give them money in exchange for oil at a very cheap price. So we're seeing oil prices tanking, so they'll be willing to sell their oil very cheap. And being one of the major distributors of oil, other countries would want to also reduce their own prices so that it matches with what Iran is willing to offer at this time. So you can see how all these things are tied up to what is playing out in the market. Just before the market call, I was looking at US oil, and you can see that US oil was tanking seriously as a result of what happened between Monday and Tuesday. That is the peace talk. They're trying to get Iran and Israel to be at peace with each other during this period and reduce the tensions among the two nations. And you can see that oil prices has now been tanking. Prior to then, when the war was still looking to be starting out, you can see how oil prices raised to the upside, because at that point, all other oil producing nations have seen one of their suppliers down in battle, so no one is going to go and be buying oil from them. So there's some more reasons to increase the prices of their own oil using the WTI, that is the US oil, as a benchmark. You can see that it was selling at around $76 per barrel. Right now, it is down to $65 per barrel. So the oil prices is reducing because the country which they thought was one of the major supplier being at war, at this time, they are willing to engage in a ceasefire. So they're going to start producing oil again. That means that oil prices are going to crash because they have enough in supply. And you're seeing that playing out here. Now, another thing I mentioned that could also play out in this regard is that other countries may want to take advantage of them, seeing that their oil prices are down. They want to take advantage of them and buy their oil price or their oils at a very cheap price, and then give them some money to be able to recover from their losses. So that could be another angle to what is happening. Then if you look at gold, gold is not reacting to these wars because there are other players in the war that is making it look like a proxy war, and they are not actively engaging. So gold is just on the side. So you're seeing that this war between Israel and Iran is not affecting global economics. It's not affecting macroeconomics at this time because the major players are staying out and they're just watching. You can see that China is not saying anything. North Korea is not saying anything. Russia is not saying anything. US recently just said they would try and mediate a peace talk between the two of them. So you see that the major players not saying anything shows that this may not be a global crisis yet. So you're saying that gold is just stable at this time. So this is the commentary I have to give right now on geopolitics and what is happening at the moment. I've given a quick recap on gold. Gold, we're looking to sell gold to the downside, but at this point, it is not within our retracement region. We want to see it retrace all the way to 3340 or above, 3340 or 3350, and then we'll start looking for a sell. So right now, we're patiently waiting for gold to get to that area of interest before we sell. And then for Euro USD, we said we wanted to see it retrace into this level here before we sell it. You can see that it's already pumping to the downside, but I really wanted to see it trade into this level here before selling. So maybe if we check other brokers, it may have even retraced into that level before selling, but this particular broker we're using to analyze didn't show us that retracement to that level. So let me just quickly look at another broker quickly. Then you can see other brokers didn't really get there, except I'm mistaken. So they didn't really get there. So we'll just wait again and see if Euro US is going to retrace again all the way to this level. Then we'll be taking our sell to the downside. And then for GBP JPY and Euro JPY, for GBP, we're saying we're looking to see it retrace here, and then we'll be buying GBP JPY from this level if it should retrace to this point. Same thing for Euro JPY. We want to see a deep retracement, and then we'll be looking to buy afterwards. So we're looking to see Euro JPY retracement to this level here, and then we're buying it from here to the upside. Okay, so these are the analysis for the following pairs that we've looked at, and we'll be looking to take advantage of them moving forward. Now let's take a few comments and then we'll move and we'll end today's session. One person says, "Good morning. Thank you for doing this. We really receive your thanks and we appreciate your efforts in joining every day." Second person says, "Thank you, sir. You're a blessing. You too, a blessing for joining. Thank you very much. We appreciate." Next person says, "Please, can we start buying Euro JPY?" No, we're not buying Euro JPY yet until it gets to this point of interest. Okay. The next one says, "Waiting for setups on Telegram." Okay, I'm going to be sending them on Telegram once they get close to our point of interest. Recap on gold. We've just done that. The last comment we're going to be taking says, "Isn't that because US and Gulf states pumped more oil to stabilize oil prices, sir? And will Iran be able to sell oil on high since there is a lot of sanctions on them, except if US leaves central?" Now, Iran do not even directly sell their oil because of the sanctions on them. They use other countries. Sometimes they take it through Pakistan, sometimes they take it through other neighboring countries around Iran. They do not sell their oil directly. They smuggle it into some of these nations and then sell it out from there. So we are seeing that oil prices is a bit stable due to those tensions that were happening around that time. If US had actively engaged in the war at the time, then we would have seen oil prices skyrocketing so much. But at this point, every major player in the oil game is just trying to be on the side. All right, no one wants to actively engage in the analysis. Okay, so we'll be ending the market color right here. Okay, someone is asking where could be the TP for gold. Now, when we're selling from here, we're going to be targeting this level here. Okay, when we're selling from here, we're going to be targeting 3299. 3299 will be our target for gold when we're selling from there. Okay, so that's all for gold analysis. All right, Mr. Salah says, "Thank you for analysis. I have private questions to ask on bootcamp." Okay, since you're a student, you can ask those questions. We're going to have a quick time today. As usual, all our students used to have follow-up classes every Wednesday by 11. So when you come on the forum by 11, we're going to have deeper discussions more than what we're already having here with all our students. So if you want to be a part of our students, we're going to teach you how we analyze the market, and you'll be able to use that same strategy to analyze any market, anytime, anywhere. Then make sure you're signed up for the FX Bootcamp. Just send a message on our WhatsApp number, and then you'll be given a guideline on how to enroll for the FX Bootcamp. So everyone should make sure that they are there. Beyond just the market color, we usually have follow-up classes, which is a deeper one-on-one conversations with the students to follow up on their progress and then get answers for the questions they're going to be having every week. So that is all for today. Until we meet again by 2 p.m. for the New York session market color. Wish you good luck and good trading. Cheers and God bless, guys.